Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Francis Faden, and I have something so special to share with you today. If you have been feeling the uncertainty of these times and it's making you feel anxious or worried or just off center, my go to is Archangel Michael. And I did a live streaming a couple weeks ago where I channeled an amazing message from him and took you through a guided meditation. And I wanted to share that with you so you had a chance to really tap into and receive the powerful message of Archangel Michael and this incredible blessing that he gives you to help you tap into divine protection and also to really strengthen your faith in yourself and in the divine. So I hope that you enjoy this and let me know what you think. Thank you, my friend. What we're going to be doing is utilizing your God given power of imagination known as the mind's eye. Everybody has it. Okay. Whether you're a visual person or a more feeling oriented person, doesn't matter. However, it works for you is totally fine. So I'm going to ask you now, get into a comfortable position, close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. And in your mind's eye, I'm going to ask you to let yourself see and or feel that there's a little ball of golden light right in the middle of the chest area. And if you're a visual person, let yourself see that little bit of light expanding every time that you take a breath. Breathing out anything you no longer need. If you're more of a feeling-oriented person, allow yourself to feel that light beginning to spread. Breathing out again anything that's heavy. So we're going to focus on our breath for a little bit more here. Breathing in the energy of expansion, letting that beautiful golden light expand, breathing out anything you no longer need. Here we go. And as we start to really see and feel that energy on the next inhalation, let yourself see that energy filling the entire chest area, front and back, inside and out. Now we know that that beautiful golden light vibration, this is the frequency that your own higher self lives in at all times. We're simply increasing our awareness of it. So on the next inhalation, let yourself see that energy moving up the neck and into the head, moving down the shoulders into the arms, all the way down to the fingertips, moving down the body, through the hips, down the legs, all the way down to the tips of your toes, until you see and feel yourself as a beautiful divine light being, your whole body temple, all the trillions of cells just shimmering like the sun. And I'm already being guided to share with you. Take a few moments and let yourself feel this energy more deeply and more tangibly. Let yourself see and feel the trillions of cells in your body with the exact same intelligence as the sun, the exact same vibration and brightness as the sun. There we go. Now, in that mind's eye, let yourself see that energy moving beyond the boundaries of the body and into the energy field until you see and feel yourself as a beautiful golden light being. And let yourself enjoy this for a few moments. Feeling the lightness, feeling that beautiful expanded energy. I always say when we see ourselves as this beautiful light being, this is what God sees. When God looks in the mirror, God sees you as this beautiful light being. So what we've just done, my friends, is we've raised our vibration individually and collectively. And whenever we do that, we expand our awareness. So I'm going to ask you now to bring your awareness to the beautiful white light being right behind you. That is your beautiful guardian angel. And if you have not yet said hello to your guardian angel today, take a moment and say hello to your guardian angel, even if you didn't even know you had a guardian angel. But that beautiful being is standing behind you always and is with you always. Now we're going to ask your guardian angel for two favors. One is to act as your personal divine amplifier to really bring alive all of your inner senses so that you can have the most tangible experience of spirit possible. And two is to connect his or her energy to the energy of everybody else that's in our circle. So no matter where you are around the world, you can see that you're in this beautiful circle of golden light beings. And as this is happening, you feel yourself transported into this beautiful circle and that you're sitting in this gorgeous chair, completely supported. And you look around and you see that you're in this beautiful circle of golden light beings, which is all of us, surrounded by these beautiful white light beings, which are all of our beautiful guardian angels. Now, into this very sacred space that we have created, we are going to invoke the presence of, I actually like to invoke all four archangels, and we'll be specifically invoking Michael to come forth and be with us. So I'm going to say my prayer out loud, and I highly encourage you to say your own prayer as well. Mother, Father God, great spirit of the universe, we give thanks for this time together, for our channeling session with our beloved Archangel Michael. We're asking that each one of us has our inner eyes, ears, and hearts open as wide as possible, that we're able to truly see, hear, feel, and know his presence as it's being revealed to us. We know that we're always surrounded and protected in a circle of brilliant white light. And into this circle, we're welcoming all of the highest beings that want to come and support us. We welcome at this time. I specifically and lovingly, very gratefully and respectfully invoke the presence of our own beloved four archangels to help us create more sacred space. So right now, let's welcome in the energy of Archangel Michael, that blue and gold frequency, so a huge flash of light. Archangel Uriel, that red and gold frequency, a huge flash of light. Archangel Gabriel, the white and gold frequency, a huge flash of light. And Archangel Raphael, that green and gold frequency, a huge flash of light. They go to the four corners of our circle, creating this beautiful diamond pattern to hold even more sacred space. So now I specifically and lovingly, very gratefully and respectfully welcome in our good friend, Archangel Michael, to be with us and to share with us his faith and his protection, his alignment with divine will, and all the powerful energy that he embodies when he comes to be with us. So I'm going to turn everything over to him, begin by saying amen. And we can see this huge blue and gold energy as Michael makes his presence known right in the middle of our circle. Now, whenever we see Michael, he's got his sword of light and his shield of faith. Those are the two things he carries, the sword of light and the shield of faith. And that sword of light is something that is so powerful because it can cut any attachments that we have that aren't serving us. This could be beliefs. This could be all kinds of things. And he's got that shield of faith that keeps us feeling safe and protected. And let me take a look and see how Michael is wanting to come and be with you. So just so you know, Michael's energy is about 7 foot tall and about 7 feet wide. He's just like this huge wall of beautiful sapphire and gold light. Has that beautiful sword with him and his beautiful shield. And he's just radiating out the energy of light and power. And let me listen for what he's wanting us to know today. So the first thing Michael is wanting me to do is to thank you. And he's telling me, he's so funny. Michael is telling me that he is here because Mother Mary asked him to be here. So I asked Mother Mary. Mother Mary asked him. And he says, the great lady has asked me to be here with you to help reassure you, to help with the nervousness that is in your heart. He's wanting me to remind you that you are, so I'm translating this, You are never separate from the divine, no matter what your outside circumstances may look like. And for those of you who are seeking a feeling of peace, a feeling of groundedness, a feeling of knowing, a feeling of reassurance, the most important thing for you to remember is your own divinity. Now, the world is going to tell you that you are not divine. The world is going to mirror to you things that do not feel divine. But Michael is here with his sword, and he's here to remind you that this sort of light, this sort of truth and light is within you already, that you are the sort of light. You are that sort of truth. You have with you at all times that shield of faith, as long as you don't let it go. So Michael is saying to me, he says, he calls Mother Mary the Great Lady. He's saying, the Great Lady has asked me to be here to reassure you, not to succumb to the voice of fear, not to succumb to the energy of worry, not to succumb to projecting into the future in a negative way. He's wanting me to remind you that right now you have all the faith that you will ever have. You were born with all the faith that you will ever have. It's simply a matter of where are you using it? Are you having more faith in bad happening, or are you having more faith in good happening? When we have faith in good, that's when we use the word faith. But Michael is saying worry is a negative form of faith. Anxiousness can be a negative form of faith. You're having faith, but it's going in the direction that's not so helpful. You want to put your faith into positive things. Now, one of the things that Michael is saying is that up until now, many people have had what he's calling the luxury. Many people have had the luxury of not needing to exercise their faith because things were relatively good in their mind. Things were going along relatively well. And then circumstances, it's almost like a storm blows in, right? So it's kind of like we didn't batten down our hatches because the sun was out type of a thing. And you can forget that there's things that you need to do when the weather pattern changes. Similarly, when you're not able to easily feel comforted, you're not able to easily look to the outside world for confirmation, this is when you need to exercise the muscle of faith within you. You need to exercise this, especially if you are a light worker, a conscious coach, a creative person, a soul seeker, whatever you might be. You need to exercise this muscle because it's no longer just a given that life is just going to make you feel that way. You're being asked to step into your mastery. You're being asked, or not really asked, you're being invited to step into your mastery. And he says, you can choose it or not. It's up to you. You can choose to step into your mastery, or you can choose to let your circumstances dictate to you how you're going to feel and what you're going to do. And he says, I say this with compassion. I'm not saying that the things that you're dealing with don't feel scary or frightening or whatever it might be. I'm not saying that at all. He says, what I am saying to you is you can let those things dictate to you, or you can step into really knowing and affirming the truth. So this is what Michael is recommending. Michael is recommending that you have what he's calling a truth statement, something that you can go to that is as a rock for you. So for some people, that could be scripture. It could be something like, I and the Father are one. That was one of Jesus's rock statements. That was one of his truth statements. I and the Father are one. You can take this phrase I have behind me there, that anything is possible. With God, all things are possible. Whatever it is. But he's saying to you, you take this the way that you would a piece of bread if you were starving. And you hold on to this and you devour this And you get it in your mind over and over and over again, over and over. There is a phrase in the Unity Church that Michael's talking to me about. And the Unity Church, it's actually kind of a prayer poem, and I don't have the whole thing memorized. I just have the first part of it, which I've heard over and over again is, God is my health, I cannot be sick. God is my health, I cannot be sick. And then there's something about God, something unfailing and quick. I don't know what it is, but it's a little prayer poem. But that first part of it, God is my health, I cannot be sick. God is my health. God is my health. God is the I am. God is the essence of energy that I am. It is my I am energy. And I am directing my attention and my life force. So the first thing he's wanting everybody to do is pick something that is a foundational statement for you, something that you can build upon, something that rings absolutely true. You're not trying to make yourself think it. So if there's a part of it's like, I am the Father of one, yeah, I don't know, then that's not your foundational statement. You have to have a foundational statement that really, really rings true for you. Something that is like, yes, that's it. That's it for me. And so, it could be the energy of the 91st Psalm. That's one of my favorite ones. And I always change the words from he to she in there because I make it about myself, which is, she who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So sometimes I'll say that to myself. Sometimes I'll take, and this is just me saying, sometimes I'll take Mother Mary's Magnificat and I'll just repeat those first two lines. My soul magnifies the Lord. And sometimes I'll say Lord, sometimes I'll say light, sometimes I'll say love. My soul magnifies the light and my spirit rejoices. My soul magnifies the light and my spirit rejoices. So these are examples of things that you can do that you have as a foundation stone. For those of you who are feeling nervous about health, you want to have something like that, like God is my health, I cannot be sick. You're casting out that sickness, like, nope, no, no, no. Because I'm remembering the Michael energy in me, the Michael, the energy that I am. I am she who is like God. That's my I am energy. So for those of you who are dealing with that and any fears around that, you're being asked to start asking yourself questions like, oh, what if the best thing happens? What would it be like if the best thing could happen? What's the best possible outcome I can imagine? Because we tend to think about the worst case scenario. We want to think about what's the best thing that could happen and really let yourself think about it. Now, you're not thinking about necessarily the details, like it has to show up this way. You're focusing on the feeling, like if the best thing happened, how would I feel? Oh, I would feel so empowered. I would feel so loved. I'd feel so relieved. I'd feel so energized, whatever that might be. You want to focus on that energy as well. Okay, so that's what he's saying for that. Now, for those of you who are, now he's going to take us through a little guided meditation in just a minute here, but he's wanting me to talk about this. For those who are feeling nervous about finances. Okay, so I'm just going to give everybody a little refresher on your chakras. We're basically talking about the first three chakras. So health issues are your root chakra. That's chakra number 1. Relationship issues are chakra number 2. And finances and career. Finances can be in 2 also, but career is often in number 3. So number 2 can be money and it can be relationships. They're very connected. Anybody who is having any issues around finances, one of the things I always recommend as a coach is you want to take a look at your relationships. Are there any relationships in your life right now that you need to address? Like boundaries, like asking for what you need, like, maybe doing something. Because very often when money is not flowing, something can be going on in the energy of relationships as well. And you want to take a look at that. But Michael is saying for that energy as well. Okay, so he's saying to use his name as a mantra, Michael. If you don't want to say it that way, you can say Michael. But the Michael, the reason I say it that way is when you emphasize the vowel sounds, it really activates the chakras. It wakes them up even more. So he says you can use his name. Okay. So somebody here is saying that they want to feel protected, that they're feeling a little bit attacked. Some of you might be feeling that way. He's wanting me to share with you, and I'll put this in the notes afterwards. So when people are watching the replay, this will be there. But there is a specific invocation, the Michael invocation, and I love it. And he's wanting me to give it to you. So hopefully I have it memorized correctly. Michael's light. Michael's light, descend, descend, descend. Michael's light, defend, defend, defend. Michael's light, descend, descend, descend. Michael's light, defend, defend, defend. Michael's light, expand, expand, expand. Michael's light, command, command, command. Michael's light, I am, I am, I am. So it's descend, defend, expand, and command. And then I am. So we'll do that together. Michael's light, descend, descend, descend. Michael's light, defend, defend, defend. Michael's light, expand, expand, expand. Michael's light, command, command, command. Michael's light, I am, I am, I am. Okay, so for anybody who's feeling vulnerable, a need for protection, that is also a powerful, powerful prayer for you. I'm being told to also give you that unity prayer, which I love. Unity prayer protection. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And I did a podcast episode on this particular, I call it the what do I call it? The protection prayer with archangel power, because the 4 qualities that I mentioned actually correspond to the archangels. So the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Those energies are Gabriel's energy, Raphael's energy, Michael's energy, Uriel's energy. Or the light of God surrounds me is Archangel Uriel. The love of God enfolds me is Archangel Raphael. The power of God protects me, that's Archangel Michael. And the presence of God watching over me is Archangel Michael, and then Gabriel. So it's Uriel, Raphael, Michael, and Gabriel. But those are some powerful, powerful prayers. And he is saying to you that the times that we're in right now are, there's 2 things that he's wanting us to know. One is that there is great opportunity here because there's great change. But at the same time, it's time to let go of things that you've been holding on to that are not serving you. Things that have not been serving you, you need to let them go. You're not going to be able to take them with you moving forward. And that might be work, that might be relationships, that might be habits that you have, that might be belief systems, it might be how you relate to yourself, it could be clothing, it could be anything. But this is a time of great release, I guess is the word I can use, is we're letting go of the old and we're really stepping into the new. And right now there's this energy of, we're going from all this Piscean energy in astrology into this Aries energy and this new beginning. But in the meantime, it can feel a little bit disorienting. And Michael is saying, you use this time to step on that foundation. What is your foundation statement? What is your foundation statement? A beautiful one that I use is Mother Mary has my back. Mother Mary has my back, so that no matter what's going on, I know that I'm good. Yours could be Archangel Michael has my back. Michael is right here. He's got my back. Whatever that might be for you. All right. So let's do this little bit of guided meditation. I'm going to ask you to let yourself see and feel Michael standing right behind you. He's got his hands on your shoulders. And he is pouring this beautiful light through your energy field. And he says to you, I'm activating their wings. I'm activating their wings. Now he's asking his friends to come over So we have Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel here as well, surrounding you. They all put their hands on top of your head. Michael keeps his hands and he's putting them on your shoulder blades right now. So again, you might feel a warmth, you might feel a tingling, you might not feel anything, but let yourself just imagine that you can see and feel Michael right behind you with his hands of light on your shoulder blades. And he says, I am activating their angel wings. And as this is happening, you're feeling so much more energy on your back. You might be feeling it going up and down your spine. I'm definitely feeling it going up and down my spine. Letting all the grace from the archangels wash over you, coming down your head, down your body. And just feeling that powerful light within you as you are being empowered. The energy of the wings has to do with giving you a sense of freedom and empowerment. And now Michael is coming around in front of you and he's taking that sword of light and he's putting the tip of it like you're getting knighted, except it's going to be right on the top of your head. And as he does this, you can feel this powerful jolt of energy go right through your body, casting out fear, casting out worry, and filling your body temple with divine faith. And now he's taking that sword and he's placing it, the tip of it, right at your heart center and filling your heart with light. And letting you feel the truth of who you are and your connection to source. All right. And now he is taking that beautiful shield of faith and he's handing it to you. And he's wanting you to own this, that you're always having this sense of protection, that you always have this beautiful shield in front of you, And the stronger your faith, the stronger your shield. And even when you're not feeling so strong, you still have that shield. Now, if there's anything that you want to ask Archangel Michael, now's your chance. He's right in front of you. Whatever's on your mind, you take a moment and you can ask him yourself. And then I'm going to give you a chance to just say thank you to Michael in whatever way feels good for you. And we're going to say thank you to Michael. We're going to release him from our circle with as much love and gratitude as we can. Going to say thank you to all the archangels that were here. We're going to release them with love and gratitude as well. Let's take one more look around our beautiful circle, offer our love and our gratitude to everybody that's here. And then we're going to bring our awareness back to our beautiful guardian angel. Ask our guardian angel to disconnect us from everybody's energy. And as this happens, you can feel yourself being transported back to your home or wherever you are. And then just start to become aware of your surroundings, becoming aware of your environment. Becoming aware of the chair that's supporting you. With your feet flat on the floor, let yourself see and feel the energy of Mother Earth coming up and connecting with the bottoms of your feet, bringing that energy up through the feet, through the ankles, up through the calves and into the knees. Let that energy come up through the thighs and into the hips. And allowing that energy to come up into the lower part of the torso, up the spine, into the middle and upper part of the torso, down the arms, up the neck, into the head, until you see and feel yourself completely filled with that beautiful Mother Earth energy, very grounding, very centering. It's a good time to move the body temple, move the fingers, move the toes, whatever works for you. Taking one more deep breath with me. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.